Okay, so now that we're live, let me go to the actual channel. Let me find the video. Live now. Now, let me copy and paste this into the other one that Johnny was in, because it's not the same one.
Oh, okay.
See, in order to do, and I can't see if anybody's come in at the moment because I'm on a different screen, so bear with me.
Okay.
All right, where's the one that was first scheduled? Maybe they'll just come in because I'm not seeing it here. All right. There we go. Hi, Debbie. Kindred Spiritual Journey is Debbie. Hi,
Debbie.
Chloe. Hi, Yvette and Melissa.
Hey, you guys.
How's everyone doing tonight? Oh, these things irritate me. So it's going to take a couple of seconds for it to catch up. There we go. Hi, Emma. Hi, Ricky.
Hi, Emma and Ricky.
Okay, so here's another thing. For you, in order to see chat, because you're not able to see chat, correct?
No,
okay.
I can't see chat.
So what you're going to want to do is open up. You can just minus down this if you want, or open up another, go to my channel and actually go onto this live and just mute it. If that's too difficult, I can just read. Don't worry about the dogs. We'll deal with it. I think she's on her phone, guys. And is that all you use, period?
No, I have a tablet, but it doesn't do StreamYard.
No, you wouldn't have to do StreamYard. You would just have to get onto YouTube. But
okay, let me try.
Okay. So
that way I get it.
Okay. So let me ask everyone, does the sounds is it a little bit better this evening? Because I decided to get some earbuds, so hopefully we're not hearing each other back and forth too much. Does it sound a little bit better to you? And then you're just going to want to mute the video, darling, or mute your tablet or whatever.
Okay.
The joys of furry parenthood.
All right.
I'm sure most of us can relate to that. Okay, good with the sound. So as soon as you are ready, and we've got time, no worries, we will get started on the questions.
Tap to mute.
I'm sure most of us can relate to that. No worries, sweetheart. We got time.
I tapped.
So as soon as you are ready, and we've got time, no worries. We will get started on the questions. Or just turn the volume of your tablet down.
Okay, that's going to be easier because it wouldn't let me mute.
Sounds good,
there
Debbie.
We go.
Oh, you didn't go live, Chloe? What's going on, honey? Are you feeling okay? Let me turn this down.
Okay, this is weird. It's still not letting me see chat.
Can you normally see it?
Yeah.
I'm on your tablet. I didn't know if you normally do everything on your phone.
I do as much as I can on my phone. I don't know why it's not letting me go into chat.
Oh, Chloe, honey, I'm sorry about your back. Where is a lighter?
Oh, I see chat. Found it. Got it.
Let me light a candle for you. I'm going to light one for you too, honey, for your back. I will never get these again from the Dollar Tree. Little matches.
What is?
These little
Oh.
green light matches. They're terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like practically burning my finger every time. Where are we at?
Oh, I can see everybody. This is much better.
All right. Oops.
I was doing all that. What's wrong with Chloe?
Her back
Where's
is
Chloe?
bad. Hi, Lady Nine.
Oh, honey, I feel your pain.
All right. So let's get started. So obviously your name is Dawn. Why did you name it Dawn Nitebloom?
Um, because at the time I was in the closet and I didn't want to put my real name out there, my last name. So that's what I ended up coming up with because I like the night and I like flowers that bloom at night.
I got you. Okay. So how long have you had your YouTube channel in comparison to since you started putting videos up?
I have had my YouTube channel since 2014,
Okay.
but I only recently started adding content.
And why do you think, have you been like commenting on people's for a long time, do you think? Or is that
Um,
just recent also?
I have been watching the videos. Some of them I have commented on, but I had no idea there was a witchy community. So I just happened upon it one day, and I like watched for a year. I just recently started commenting, and even though I've watched all these videos,
Yeah,
I wasn't I wasn't involved in anything other than watching them until recently, and that's because, to be honest, I'm 43 years old and I am tired of being in the closet.
I
So
hear you.
I come his mom now knows I'm a witch, so I'm good because that was the only problem um, that we had was her not knowing, and it just got to the point that I just couldn't do it anymore. So, and that's because I could not go upstairs to my craft room, which we have kept from her forever.
Oh.
But I couldn't get up there, and we brought everything down, and so you know
Mm-hmm.
we had to tell her.
Good for you, honey. Good for you. So, What is the direction that you envision for your channel going forward?
I want to share things I've learned over the years with everyone. Um, I and I just I love the community. I like learning from the community. I've learned so much stuff since I have been on YouTube in the witching community. You would just so many things I've learned. And I kind of want to give back of things that, I've done since I was like six or so because I
Wow.
was working with my aunt. But yeah, I want it to be a informative but fun channel.
It is. I love the content of your channel. I really do. And especially because you're so new and you're already going live, I'm really impressed.
Oh, thank you.
Inspired, actually. It's wonderful.
Oh, thank you so much. I love your channel.
Thank you.
Absolutely love.
It was months and months and months before I went live. I mean, literally. It's not my most favorite thing to do. I still get, that's why I like to have like questions
Mhm.
because I don't just, just want to sit there and go, so what are you guys thinking? I just
Oh,
can't do
thank
it.
you. I appreciate
Absolutely.
that. So, yeah, I get nervous before every live, and I'm nervous while I'm doing it, which is I have had to adapt my spells to work with them afterwards as far as energy goes because I don't feel like I can do it on a live because they're just sitting there while watching me do nothing, it looks like.
Hmm.
So I have adjusted that so if I go live and do a spell, I do the energy work or most of the energy work afterwards. But
Absolutely.
other than I love going live. I get the jitters sometime, but
Yeah, that's only normal. I love doing these too, Emma. I hope that every single person I'm able to do this with, and later on down the road, like 6 months from now, I want to go back and do another one, like a follow up, catching back up with so and so and see how they're doing. You know?
that's
Yeah, I just think it's fun, but it's just like, and I said this before on, I think another one of these interviews. It's me sitting across the table from you, drinking our coffee or our water or whatever, and just shooting the shit. I love it. I get terrible nerves on a live. Yeah. Well, you don't show it. You definitely do not show it, Chloe. It definitely does not look like you're nervous. So, how would you label your spiritual path, honey?
I'm a witch, just a witch. um Most of my stuff is like either stuff I've learned recently or stuff I've learned from my family. And I was solitary for a long time because I have lived in places where, when we were younger, witches weren't, this is like a fad thing now,
Yeah.
but um, witches, you didn't tell anybody you was a witch. You just
Right.
didn't do it. My aunt was a fortune teller, um, but she was a witch um, who had the sight, and she did do fortunes, and but you didn't tell anybody you were a witch. You didn't. You just didn't do it.
Yeah.
Um, the young people today, and it's awesome that they can just come out like that and say, "Look, I'm a witch," and it's not thought as badly of as it was when we
Hmm.
were kids. Because when I was a kid, um, you didn't talk about what you did. at home. You just didn't.
Yeah. I completely agree. I think, I have seen people talk about how it's a fad and yada, yada, yada. And these, all these people want to be witches and all that. And you know what? I think it's a wonderful thing because it
Oh, I do
creates
too.
more of a feeling of acceptance.
Yes.
It's progress. The way I see it, it's
Mm,
progress.
it
So,
is.
hi, Amber. I seen that Amber came in and Redwood. Hi, guys. Did I miss anybody else?
Hey, you guys. Oh, I'm so glad to see you, Redwood. How are you?
Yeah. Emma says, no way was I telling anyone that when I started at 17, no way.
Yeah, no.
See, I'm definitely late on the bandwagon, so to speak. So, or I should say, I'm jumping more on the bandwagon now. It was definitely unacceptable, for me growing up. So,
Oh yeah, Yvette. I'm sure.
yeah. So, do you use? Oh, sweetie, we got black screen. There we.
Phone rang. Am I back?
You're back, honey.
Okay, my phone rang. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. It happens. So, do you use divination? We know you do. What kinds of divination do you use?
I use a pendulum. I scry, which is recent, by the way, and I have started using tarot cards, and that is very new also, and it is only reading them through intuition because my memory is really, really bad, and I have a hard time learning them as far as the book meanings. But I haven't had anybody tell me I was doing a bad job within tuition, so I guess that's good. I am trying to learn because I do have the book for my tarot deck, and I've been working on learning. Hi, Shadow's Truth. Hi, Astaria. I'm glad to see you guys.
Hi, guys. Hi, Darlene and Summer. How you guys tonight? So, yeah, definitely I can understand the memory thing for tarot,
Mm-hmm.
but honestly, if it wasn't for me having this need to know what the meaning is behind friggin' everything, I think it's smarter. I think it would have been smarter if I just went completely with intuition for reading the cards.
I still look. I've been practicing, doing spreads at off live, and I do look up every time. I look up the book meaning, and there's sometimes I just disagree with the book meaning, honestly. But I do look up the book meanings when I do my spreads because I am trying to learn the book meanings.
Mhm.
Um, I think it is important to know what the creator was trying to do and show. So I do look them up every time, except for when I'm live, and then I read intuition or if I happen to know a card. Um, Still, sometimes it doesn't it doesn't zing with me. So I'll choose my intuition over the book um, sometimes. And sometimes it's right, and sometimes it's wrong. It just
It's never wrong,
that.
honey. If you're going by your intuition, it's never wrong. The cards are a tool that you use in order to decipher certain messages. So if you felt like if that was what you got out of it, you're the person that's reading it. No matter what somebody else sees in that card, You're the one reading it, so it's never wrong. You just remember that. Okay?
Okay, thank.
I'm sure
It's
there's
wrong
other ones
according.
in here that know that too. What, honey?
It's wrong according to the book. I mean, some of them I can read, and it's close. Sorry to the book. And sometimes it's just off, and I'll choose intuition over the card anyway. It just depends. I'm learning slowly. I mean, I started recently, like within a week.
Yeah.
I, I think Friday will be 1 week.
You're doing good.
I think, yep.
Look at many of them are saying that's how I read is intuition. Amber, she's
Oh,
like
that's
me. It's gotta be perfect. So of course she's trying to remember, but let me guess, you're beating yourself up because you're not remembering it, right, Amber? That's how I was. I would just beat myself up. But I mean, come on, I'm gonna be 49 in a couple of months, about a month and a half. Well, 2 months. Yeah. I don't remember things the way I used to. So you just
yep.
keep on plugging away at it, you know?
Oh, thank you, Shadow's Truth. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's right. I agree. So, what is your favorite divination that you've been doing? I know you kind of already mentioned this the other day on one of your videos. It was a
Um,
hashtag, I believe.
yeah, actually, scrying was surprising to me. And I had never scribed before, and I still don't know if I'm doing it the right way. Um, but I'm not seeing movement in the reflective surface. What I'm seeing is visions in my mind, like a film um,
Hmm.
that flickers clips, and then I hear voices telling me they're telling me what it means that I'm seeing. So I'm writing this down. I'm pulling out and writing everything down when I scry. I've only done it twice so far, and it happened both times. I'm doing it at late at night. It's usually about 10 o'clock when I start Central Time, and it's it has quickly become my favorite, but I would like to I cast a spell to be able to discern what the visions mean.
Yeah.
And since I had cast the spell, I have not tried it again yet. So I'm eager to do that. I've just been busy at night, and then I was exhausted and went to bed. Um, but I'm excited about it. I just nobody I talked to knew what I was talking about. And I guess it's not the normal thing to see when you cry.
Yeah. Is there such a thing as normal?
I don't know.
No, there's
Uh,
not. There isn't.
well, scrying's not really normal either, is it?
Well, see, I remember watching the video when you said, is it, you were like, after doing the scrying, you're like, it didn't happen. It's not like I looked in and seen things. It was afterwards, and then I got these images. I was thinking,
Yeah,
same difference, because clairvoyance or communication comes in many different forms. One person that has similar ability and can see probably the same thing as somebody else, they might get it in two different ways. So there's nothing wrong. It is what it is. Definitely I wouldn't think anything different.
well, I'm working on it, and I think little by little I will understand what they mean. Uh, there were two that I understood very well, because the vo- I know I sound crazy when I say the voices but the voices were there describing what I was seeing, telling me what was happening. And I remember asking, "Why are you showing me this?" And then I pulled out of it. So that was interesting because I wasn't seeing I was seeing someone being attacked, and that kind of worried me, But I don't know who.
They're laughing
And
because Debbie said, "Yeah, I'm normal, LOL," and she stuck her tongue out. None of us are normal. There is no
I
such thing
know,
as normal. So, listen, I wanted to show you guys something that I do, especially guys that are newer. I already showed Dawn, and I know I've shown Summer. I made all these. When I'm reading, I put them all up and I use
that
them.
is
I
smart.
try not to use them. I try to use my memory first, but if I can't remember, then I refer to those. The thing is repetition, repetition, repetition. I am
Yeah,
starting to remember more. So if you don't feel like you're like, cheating or anything like that, who cares? This is you. This is how you learn, right? So you do whatever you have to in order to learn.
I love that idea. I'm gonna have to do it because my memory is bad.
Yep. Especially if you're starting to learn this stuff at 47 years old, okay? Like me, I use whatever resources I can. Just keep it real.
Yep. Hi, Carmen. Hi, Autumn Star Amber. I'm sorry.
Hi, Carmen. Absolutely. I don't do them
Hi,
for
Karen.
the major arcana. I don't really need them for the major arcana. Those are easy to remember, but it's the numbers. And I get the numbers confused also because I don't just look at those either for the numbers, because I also think of numerology, because I love numerology too. So I didn't take those out of a book. That was what I wrote for each one after reading several different books. So put your own spin on them. And sometimes a card may come up and tell you something different completely, and that's okay too. But it's good to have a reference where you feel comfortable
Yeah.
when you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you have a website, honey?
No, I don't.
And is
Mm-mm.
that something that you would ever plan on having in the future?
Um, I don't know. I don't see any reason to have one, so probably not.
I know that we had talked about this before a little bit, where you said that you don't charge for your craft, right?
Y-
So,
Yeah.
do you do spells for people and make things for people and you don't charge them? You just give them away?
Um, what I am doing right now, I have done all my life. My Okay, if somebody's sick, you light a candle for them. You do a magical work. You don't charge them to do that. And we stay within family and friends. So I do stuff for my family and my friends that I we don't charge because it's family and friends, and
Right.
that's all I've done for.
So
Um
going forward, you don't ever look at doing it as like a business for.
no,
Gotcha.
no.
Okay.
Um I may sell my little skull candles for like $5 each because people have asked me about them, and I don't mind doing that, and I can sell them way cheaper than I don't. People charge so much for those, and I don't understand why. That's why I bought the wax and stuff because I'd rather make my own than pay $20 for a small skull candle. That's ridiculous. And I'm not going to charge anybody else for a small skull candle $20 either. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Um, so if I sold them, it would be for price of making them,
right.
but that's it.
I mean, I do see it from your point of view. You're in a position where you can easily gift your time and your services.
Yes, I don't work,
Right.
so
And but you're provided for more or less
yeah.
is what I mean.
My husband is awesome. He's a locomotive mechanic. He makes a very good living, and he spoils me rotten. So I don't
That's
need to
always a good
work.
thing.
Yeah, I've never needed.
Yeah. So as far as like somebody selling their stuff, let's say they're a single mom and they have to take care of their family. You see what I'm saying? I definitely don't see that there's anything wrong for providing for their family.
Oh no, absolutely not. Mm-mm.
And like a skull candle, yeah. I see where you're saying because I'm the same way for the most part. I like to make my stuff, but I also like
Mm-hmm.
to support other people in their craft when I can afford to. But
Yes.
um on the business end of that, people have to make a certain amount of profit in order to survive. You know what I mean? That's their job
I
too.
Yeah, I agree.
So, all right. So do you know what your tarot birth cards are?
No, I have no idea.
No. Okay. All right. We'll
My
skip that
birthday
one.
is November 15th. So I don't know.
It's
It's tomorrow.
oh, happy birthday, honey. My
Oh,
goodness,
thank
that's
you.
wonderful. So, tarot birth cards, if you guys do want to know, I do have on my website where you can go on there and calculate it. Well,
Oh,
it shows you how to calculate it. And if you
mm-hmm.
don't feel like calculating it, there's a link down below that you can click on that and it'll take you to a calculator. You just put in your birth date and it'll tell you what they are if you want to know.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. So being the
That's all.
15th of the month though, your that would be the devil, right?
Oh, wow. Well, I'm a Scorpio. I have a stinger, I guess. So,
But and my no. No, the devil's 16, right? No, no, am I getting that wrong? The 15th is the anywho. I don't have my deck here. Right? See, I get the numbers mixed up too. But let's see. Do you know what your life path number is?
no.
Okay, that would also be something based on your birth date.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know what your sun sign is?
I have no clue.
What is it for November, guys? I'm not really good with November 15th. What is the astrological sign right now? Oh, I don't even know. I'm Scorpio. Did you say Scorpio?
Uh, yes, Scorpio.
Okay. See, I'm terrible with knowing what they are in order. But I know
Mm-hmm.
my daughter's is next month and she's Sagittarius. And if I remembered right, Scorpio was before that. All right. So, well, I know that it's new for you and that you just started with tarot. Do you have a
Mm-hmm.
favorite tarot card right now?
Um, well, I can tell you, I do not like the tower.
Yeah.
Let's see. No, I don't have a favorite. I just have a non-favorite.
A non favorite. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody likes getting the tower, but it
No.
is a time definitely of major growth. Definitely major growth. Oh, let's see. Or at least it can be. Um, and do you have just one deck, one tarot deck?
Um, I have two. One's upstairs. Wait a minute. Yeah, I have. Well, no. Yes, I have two tarot decks and two, three oracle decks. I have a total of five.
Okay. And do you have a favorite among those?
Um, I like the miss. Was it? Hang on. The Mystical Wisdom card deck, and it's oracle cards. It does have a book with it, but they always have okay, they always have the little phrase down here and the word for what it is. But sometimes I can read more into that than going by this. Um, it just depends on who I pull it for. But I thought this is my pull for today,
That's
and
beautiful.
I thought it was a great pull. Um, because it's friendship and nurture your relationships, and I love that.
Right on. I love that deck. I have that deck also.
Yes, it came in the Witch's Moon box, I think.
So Chloe says she loves the tower. And Summer says, I don't mind the tower either. And I don't mind the tower either. My birthday's on the 16th. The tower's my card. So, it is what it is, right? A lot of growth happens from it. Not always easy.
Okay, so I have a question. Yes, I love the moon card. You're right, because I love the moon. Um, there was something. Oh, okay. So, what does the devil card mean?
The devil is all about like being chained to like your addictions or your temptation, a temptation. Um, that's how it is. That's how I see it. For
Mm-hmm.
me, the devil was very much about my eating addiction. My that was like the major addiction in my life. And that's the major thing that I've had to overcome. That was my major temptation. So,
Mine is smoking.
smoking.
I
Okay.
smoke. Yes, I've tried to stop. I don't know how many times, and I want to stop. I just I'll go 2 or 3 days, and then I will light a cigarette. Something will happen. I'll get nervous. Um, yeah.
And Debbie, honey, or who's the one that asked? Yeah, Debbie,
You're welcome, Karen.
that was the
Yeah,
mystical wisdom.
yeah, the Mystical Wisdom deck, and the cards are art. They are art.
Beautiful.
There you go. This is the box, but the cards. I love the cards. I'm really attracted to this deck because I love the cards so much. I love art.
Me too. Hi, Denise. Welcome, honey. And don't worry about being late. It happens. Life happens.
Carmen, I feel your pain.
So I guess the devil is the card in my addiction to
Mm,
smoking. Yeah. Yep. I quit smoking, but it was probably easier for me because that was not my major addiction. It was always the food for me. And when I say that, it was about, that's how I would heal that pain, even just for a temporary time, was by food, you know. And it could have been when I was upset, it could have been when I was extremely happy because so many things revolve around, get togethers, Christmas, Thanksgiving. Everyone's always about the food, get togethers. It's always about the
yeah,
food. It's like, how do you break free from it? And you gotta eat to live, right? So
Yep.
it's difficult. But all right. Um, do you currently have a favorite book or an artist?
Um, hmm. Well, right now my favorite artist is Astaria. I love her little clay figures. They are the most adorable. They're just adorable. Um, and hmm. Thank you, Carol. Thank you guys. Let me think. um, I like Rick Riordan. Um, I mean, I have all kinds of witchy books, but when I read for pleasure, I read nonfiction. Sometimes I read fiction. It just depends on who it's on or what it's about. But yeah, I like all of his books. I have several signed books. The kids, my son got me into Rick Riordan. He's like, Mom, you've got to read these books. They're really good. I like that. He's the one that wrote the Lightning Thief,
The what?
um, the the Olympians and the Lightning Thief,
Oh,
the movie.
Percy Jackson. Those,
Percy
right?
Jackson, the
Yeah,
Lightning Thief. So that's based on one of his books, his first book in that series,
that's
and
pretty
I
cool.
love those books. They're my favorite books.
How many books did you say there were?
In that series, I think they're eight. I could be wrong, but I think they're eight. Um, Hi, Tarot, your truth.
Hi,
I do
Jade. How
too.
you doing, honey? Carmen says, I love to eat. Yeah, that's the problem. I love to eat too. A coffee addiction. Yeah.
Oh, I do too. Coffee every morning, I have to, and tea in the evening.
Yeah. I'm tea all day long. Well, a few times a day. I'm more water than anything, but I love my
Yeah, me.
tea.
I drink a lot of water.
All right. So let's see. Where are we at now? Do you have a current TV series that you're enjoying?
I really don't watch TV that much. So yeah, I've watched American Horror Stories, um, and I like that series,
That's cool.
but I haven't been watching it recently.
Is there a new season out right now?
From what I understand, there is. Well, it's new to me.
What was the last
I
one you watched? Did you watch the like the where the devil was in it, or
no,
or he,
mm-mm,
I think he was the Antichrist. That's what it was. You didn't see that one.
no,
Okay,
uh-uh.
that one was really good. I
I just
loved the Coven one. Sorry.
um, I'm like sometimes I'll binge watch certain series. And sometimes I just could care less. If I binge watch, it's because my daughter is here.
Gotcha. So, do you have a favorite witch movie or series?
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
The one with,
That
um,
should be.
you mean the one on Netflix?
No, the old one. The
Okay,
old movie that's based on.
I
I'm
got
sorry, guys. I am having to plug up my phone because it's low.
That is live for you guys. You
Uh-oh. I may have to move us.
do what you got to do, girl.
All right, we're gonna have to go into the bedroom.
The
Because my
masked
phone is.
singer. What's that, Yvette? I
Ouch.
don't, I don't think I've heard of that one. I never really watched it too much when it was, what was her name? Melissa Joan Hart or something?
All right, sorry. Oh, that light's bad, isn't it?
Oh, I know which one you're talking about, Yvette. Yeah, they're in the big costumes. Okay. Yeah, that's funny. Oh my God, that's funny.
What's that? Let me see.
She's talking about the mask singer. It's like a
Um,
panel of people that are trying to guess who the person that's in this big costume and has a mask or has a hood on and they're singing. They're trying to guess who they are.
mm-hmm.
That's kind of funny. That's what Yvette's been watching a lot of.
Oh, well, okay. I'm trying to. There we go. My phone's not being nice to me today.
Typical, right?
All right. Well, I want to do a video. It's great, but it's I can't get the angle quite right. Okay.
Okay. You ready to go, sweetie?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. So, do you have a favorite season?
Um. Hmm. My favorite season is fall. I love watching the leaves turn. I love to feel them crunch under my feet. I love the smell of the leaves. Mm, I love fall.
Wonderful. I do too. I love the changing colors.
I do too.
So, do you feel a stronger connection with a certain element?
Well, I'm a water sign, but and I love the beach, so I guess I do um have a special connection with water. I want to be around water a lot. I'm either swimming in the summer or where I force my husband to take me to the beach, which is like a 2 day drive for us. So, because the closest one is in Galveston and we're in Missouri. So, and I'm okay with the lake, but I'd rather be at the beach.
And how much of a drive is that?
Um, I'm not sure. I think it's like 8 hours. I
Oh,
think
wow. That's quite a drive.
it may be more. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. It's a 2 day trip for us, especially well with the kids, and we stop a lot and we stop and eat, and yeah, it ends up being about 2 days.
Wow. So, do you have any daily rituals that you do?
Yes. I have my coffee every morning. Um, and I guess for lack of a better word, pray over it. But it's more of a affirmation of what I want to accomplish during the day. Um, and then when I am able to get out of bed, and sometimes that's not until like noon, sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 3. But as soon as I'm able to, I go into the dining room, which is pretty much my craft room for the moment. And I light my candles, and I do my journaling, which I've been remiss in lately. But it's just a gratitude type of thing. And then I tear it out and put it in my gratitude jar. And I sit down and decide what I'm going to do on YouTube for the day. And if I have a spell going, I will deal with that. Um, some spells I don't work during the day, I only work at night. Um, it's for that moon energy. So, mm, and that's pretty much what I do every day when I get up.
That sounds very similar to what I do, actually. Very similar. Other than I don't always have tons of like spell work going. I mean, I have as of lately, but um, who's turning 50? I'm not 50 this weekend.
Oh, I'm not either.
My birthday's in January. And I'm going to be 49. Who's starting rumors over here?
I know. I missed that. I'm like, what?
Or is there another Rachele in the room? Okay.
I know. I know, Yvette, right? Gotta have some coffee.
Yes. um, so, do you prefer coffee or tea? And I think you pretty much already touched on that.
Yeah, coffee in the mornings, tea in the evenings. If I could drink coffee all day, I totally would. But it'll keep me up if I drink it in the evening.
Yeah.
My dogs are like wanting to be in my lap and stuff.
Oh, they want to be by mama.
Yeah, they're so rotten. I've got the baby in here, I think. Yep, I got the baby.
So, you're 18 months older than me, Debbie? Your birthday's probably right around the time of my sister's birthday. She just turned 50 in September. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a Capricorn. And
Nothing
no,
wrong
I definitely
with
don't think there's anything wrong with being 50. 50 is an awesome age. Think of how seasoned we become at 50 years old.
I
Yeah,
know, right? My husband just turned 50 October 4th.
right on. June 25th. Okay. uh, 50 into house. I love that. Oh, well, I'm a crone too, honey. Debbie, as a matter of fact, I was talking with Summer and I said, because of this damn nose or this thing on my nose, I am definitely literally becoming the crone. Typical, right? All right,
Man,
let's see. Do you have a special skill or hobby that you would like to discuss?
I like to scrapbook. I love to scrapbook. Um, what else? I like to do crafty things. I'm not an artist like Astaria is, but I like to do crafty things. I like to make stuff for people, stuff like that. And you put love and magic into it when you're doing it.
Mhm.
Um, so even if it's something crafty, you can work that love and magic and um, protection into whatever you're making. And I do that a lot, especially with my kids.
I think that's wonderful, and I absolutely agree with you, honey. When you craft, I almost feel like when you're crafting or when you're creating something, you are channeling something divine. There's definitely something going on, that creativity is being poured through you through the universe. Yeah.
Yeah, agree.
And I don't think most of us are artists like uh Summer is. Her stuff is so friggin' amazing. Well, I can't say that. At least in that area.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I'm loving Debbie's journals too. Her handmade journal.
Oh, it does the journals?
Yeah, they're friggin' amazing. Amazing. She was doing one of the hashtags, and she's sitting there doing the hashtag while she's making a journal. I'm just like trying to check out the journal.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I haven't
definitely.
seen. I I is. I don't think I've seen one of her journals for sure. I know that I watched Jennifer open a journal that she had got from someone, and I'm trying to remember who she got it from. I can't remember, but it was beautiful.
I think it was
Uh,
Debbie.
the
Kendra's
junk journal,
spiritual journey.
I, I love those.
Are you talking about Willow Wind? Jen Willow
Yeah.
Wind? Okay, that was probably Debbie. And
Oh,
her drawing is this Friday because she's doing a giveaway. So if you
oh, awesome.
haven't been to her channel, check out her channel, honey. It is an awesome giveaway.
Oh, I just want to see them. I just want to look at them. They're so pretty.
Beautiful. They are gorgeous. So, what is your favorite holiday or Sabbath?
Hmm. You know, Samhain is Samhain. Um, again, because I just love it. I love watching the change. I love the harvest. I love the harvest parties. Um, so for me, it's Samhain. I love the season of Samhain.
Me too. Me too, definitely.
I like the crisp air. It's just starting to get cool. Well, it snowed here before Samhain, but yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming, Primordial Flowers Tarot. I appreciate it, honey. So, do you remember your dreams, honey?
Some of them, yes. The ones I tend to remember are the ones that in some way end up happening. Um, and that's been since I was little. Um, and some of them are extremely symbolic, and I don't realize until happens what it was that the dream had meant. Um, because dreams can be symbolic. But I don't dream often. When I do, it's normally about my parents or um, who passed away, when I was young. Um, and if I dream, it's normally about them, or it's about something that's coming up, something that's going to happen.
That can be very scary. Definitely.
Yeah, and
Mm. So, is there a time period that you feel drawn to, other than this period, of course?
um, I have felt drawn to several time periods. Um, I've been drawn to the Viking time period, not necessarily. Well, yes, I've been drawn to the Viking time period, and I've also been drawn to the like 1800s. I have read oodles of books about that time period, and not just nonfiction, but I have read history books and stuff about that time period because I felt so drawn to it. I've always felt like
Oh.
I was born in the wrong time period. So it's neat that you asked me that.
Perhaps you've also had, past lives in those time periods.
It's possible. I do believe in past lives, but I would have I have no idea how to even start trying to figure that out.
Well, that's one thing that you can do with tarot, or going and getting maybe past life regressed. I Do you watch Peekaboo Rose? Do you know about her channel? That's Julie.
Uh
She
no.
talks about an experience that she had with a past life regression. And who's the other one? There's been several on here that have talked about like past life stuff, and how they did it. So if you really are interested, there are ways. Granted, I don't know if there's anything in your area. I don't know about that, but yeah, it's definitely very interesting. I want to do
It's
some more spreads for myself on that. I'm sorry, what was that, honey?
Oh, I said it's definitely worth looking into for sure. Shh, 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 shh. Stop it.
Pretty
You're being
babies.
jealous. They're being jealous.
Aw, they want mommy's attention.
Yeah.
So you spoke a little bit about, how your aunt was teaching you from the age of 6, right? So does that mean
Yes.
you were raised in this path, or did you veer off from this path? Oh,
Uh, I was raised in this path. My aunt died when I was 12. Um, and I still practiced off and on until I met my husband. And he knew, and he didn't really care either way. He just didn't want his parents to know. So, and he didn't want me pushing it on the kids, which I would never do anyway.
right,
So I had to do my stuff when everyone was in bed. Um, and I wasn't able to do it as often as I wanted to because I couldn't have very much. I had very little to practice with. I could only do it at night when everyone else had went to bed. So that was not fun at all. And you have to remember I did this for 20 years until I just said, no, no more. I'm not hiding anymore.
well, that just really shows your dedication, knowing that you were on the path that you were supposed to be, even through all that adversity. That's definitely
Oh,
commendable.
I've there's stuff I blocked out because I didn't want to see. Um, but as far as practicing, I've practiced all of my adult life.
Um,
It's just been undercover.
So Lady Knight says, check out the YouTube channel of Dr. Brian Weiss. He is the guy when it comes to past life regression. He did the deck with DV and he wrote Many Lives, Many Masters. So I'm going to write that down because this is something that I want to delve into also. Where is my?
Hmm.
Thank you,
I'm
Lady
trying
Knight.
to.
And he wrote
Yep.
Many Lives, Many
If
Masters. All right, cool. I got it. I still need that. Okay, so do you feel supported by your family spiritually now?
oh yeah. Well, his mom's a hardcore Christian. She does not like it, but it is what it is. And she doesn't give me a hard time about it. She just don't talk about it.
Mm,
Um, but my husband has always been supportive. Um, the kids, they've been supportive because they've known since they were 12. Um, so, you know, Kelsey come down this path my way, and Blake, he went another way with the path. He does divination, but it's the only thing he does, just strictly divination, and he's really good at it. Um, and Kelsey, she will work with the pendulums. I'm teaching her. She's the one that's going to get my book of shadows because she practices and Blake don't. Um, Now they had the opportunity when they were younger. When they were younger, they went to church with my husband's mother. So they had the opportunity to go down the Christian path because I never pressed this upon them. I wanted them to choose.
exactly. So the next question is, if you could have a deep conversation with anyone during any time in history, who would it be and why?
Um, Albert Einstein.
Oh,
And not because he was famous or because he was so intelligent, but because of the way his brain actually worked. Um, when he died, they said he had a brain of a young man. His brain, it was like it never aged because he worked up until the time he died. And his theories were absolutely amazing. Um, and a lot of what he did, because it was so early and could not be proven, looked like witchcraft. I mean, he he had some theories out there that people just I can't even say it, disagreed with.
from what I
Come on.
understood, his brain was actually a little bit different than ours. He had a bigger
Yeah.
frontal lobe,
Mhm.
more pronounced frontal lobe, and schizophrenia ran in his family as well.
I did not know that.
Hmm. He had a son that was schizophrenic. Yeah.
But I would, let's see. I don't even know what I would ask him. I'd probably be so nervous. Um, but his thought process was just different. Um, some things he worked backwards. I just He was one of my idols, I guess you could say, when I was in high school. And I know it's a weird
Uh,
thing to
That's really cool, actually.
idolize,
Mm.
but that's who I wanted to emulate. And yeah, not happening. I'm just not that smart. But I made straight A's in high school because I was so determined to be as much like him as I could. And it made me think of things outside the box, you know, not necessarily like in projects. Everybody does the poster board or whatever. Well, I didn't want to do the poster board. I wanted to do a 3D setup of whatever it was. And man, I am so bad. I'm really bad because when the kids were in school, I did a lot on on their projects. I know the teacher probably knew, but oh my, I help it. Yeah, I was bad.
Nah. I think a lot of parents help their kids with their projects. And I think that's a good thing, definitely. Now, if you're doing the whole thing for them, confess, did you do the whole thing for
One
them?
just one time,
I
just once,
love it.
we were building a Indian lodge out of oh the little craft sticks, and we were using wood from outside also. And my daughter's like, "Mom, I can't do this." I was like, "Yes, you can. Yes, you can." "No, I can't. I need help." So help kind of turned into my project because I once I start something, I can't stop until it's done
You're a good
because
mom.
it'll gnaw at me. I have to finish. And that's why I stay up so late sometimes because I get into what I'm doing and I have to finish. And then I get up late and my schedule's all off. Oh, thank you guys. I
So,
know, right? They are our projects.
yep, exactly. Less homework. Um, uh, Debbie says that her brother was schizophrenic. My dad was paranoid schizophrenic. He's passed now, but and he also tested out at genius level too. There's definitely a correlation between genius and
Mm,
schizophrenia. There's a fine line.
yeah, there is. My husband's cousin was schizophrenic, but he is a genius. He was a genius. I guess he still is, but he had a nervous breakdown because at the job he was at, it was just too much on him, and he cracked. He had a nervous breakdown, and he's never been able to work since. It just really messed him up that bad. Talk about burnout. Oh my God. Lots of burnout.
Yvette, that's so right. When our kids get the low grade and you take it personally.
Yep, I do too.
Yep. um, so
Hey, Anna.
if you could go to any event in history, what would it be and why?
Oh, a jousting tournament because they are just so sexy. I, I would totally be there.
That's pretty cool. Hi, Shauna. So, going forward, what do you wish to gain from your YouTube channel?
Actually, I've already gained what I wanted to gain from my YouTube channel. It gives me a reason to make myself get up and do something, anything, and it's something I can do. There's so much I can't do that it was I was just grateful to have something I could do. And being on YouTube, um, and it's something I was doing anyway. I was, doing the spells anyway. Um, and I have things I can teach while I'm learning other things from other people. And that's the way our community has been. It's just been really supportive. And everybody teaches you something.
Yeah,
Um, and it's awesome for me to be able to get up and have something I can do and know that it's a go to for me. And my friends are going to be there. My sisters are going to be there. My brothers are going to be there.
yeah,
And I love it. I absolutely, I was nervous at first doing it, and you really encouraged me, and Brandy really encouraged me, and I was like, I am going to do this. I can do this, and I can. I didn't know at first if I was going to be able to, but I have stayed pretty much on schedule for this week and this past week. So I think I'm going to be able to do it, and I love it. I love coming on here and talking to everyone. As a matter of fact, I probably do more lives than recordings. Hey sis,
Hi,
hey
Trish.
Lily.
Yeah, I definitely believe that also with the mental illness. I mean, I was thinking as I was saying that earlier, and this is something that my sister and I have talked about over the years because of, my dad. If we were using a larger percentage of our brains, given the world that we live in, we'd be like, we're out of here. I'm out of here. So, of course, it's going to, make you a little crazy. At least I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, my dad said that he would, talk to people and they would tell him some things to do. Some were good, some were bad. Heightened
Mm-hmm.
schizophrenia isn't also something that is misdiagnosed when somebody is like highly psychic, you know?
Yep. Lady Knight, I hope you do. I hope you join us. Everyone has something that they can give. Everybody has something that they can teach.
If you guys want to hear the schedule going forward, please contact me if you want to do a live. I would love to do a live, and I'm already scheduling in January. I'm actually waiting on two different people that I haven't scheduled for January just simply because I don't have my new planner yet. But I have
Again,
hi Jen. Did I miss anybody else? So next Thursday we have Trish from I Love My Danes. She's going to be on here with me on the
awesome.
21st. On the 25th, we have Ricky Bunce, who is still in here.
Awesome.
And then in December, we have Julianne Victoria through the Peacock's Eyes. She's going to be on the 5th. Then we've got Brittany from Palm Tree Bewitchery, who's going to be here on the 7th.
Aw-
We've got
Love Brit.
Drew on the 12th from She Who Walks Between the Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
On the 14th, we're doing the Yule log thing. Then we've got Amber from Lavender Moon on the 17th. We've got Trish from Beanbag Hagwag on the 19th of December. And then I think I left the rest of that empty until January just because of it being around Christmas. And my husband's like
Mm,
a major Christmas guy.
yeah.
And he's going to be off for a week. He always takes his vacation around Christmas time.
My husband does the same thing,
Yeah.
but he travels a lot. So sometimes he'll be gone for 3 weeks and then he'll come home and he's off for a week.
Yeah. Gotcha. So, do you feel comfortable if I open this up to questions from everybody?
Oh, yeah.
So, does anybody have a question for Dawn? Thank you, honey. He did, and I sent him a message quite a while ago, Shauna. I sent it back to him. Maybe it went to your guys' junk mail, but I mean, like the next day I sent it back to you guys. I would love to have both of you guys. Absolutely. And I even told him either separate or together, however you guys want to do it. I want to interview both of you. So any questions, anybody?
Hi, Diane.
So Debbie's asking, do you have fibro also? She's beginning to think it's a witch thing.
Actually, oh, I had fun. I had fun, Ricky. My doctor has said that I might, because of the pain in my legs. Um, but he has never diagnosed me with it. He just said I may have it. So that's kind of weird, because you're left in limbo. So I don't know if I have fibromyalgia or not.
Mm. Oops.
I do have chronic pain in my back and my legs.
That sucks. I'm knocking on wood. I don't get any of those kind of problems. Pain is so
Yes,
debilitating.
it really is. And I have muscle wasting in my legs. So they're thinking it's a pinched nerve and this epidural should help. Cuz I have a ruptured disc between my L4 and my L5, and that's what they're doing right now, just trying to find something that controls the pain for me.
So Debbie's saying, I don't know if I can say this in chat, but smoke or use the marijuana oil. Saying it
I'm
in chat,
allergic
so
I'm allergic to marijuana.
really. Have you tried
Yes.
just like the hemp oil or the oil? What is it that you call it,
I've
honey?
tried the CBD oil.
CBD, yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Um and it is pretty good for rub I have nerve problems in my left arm. So when I'm having problems with that, it's good as a topical. I know that some people take it, internally, but I don't, because I don't know if it will affect me like that, but I know as a topical it doesn't.
She says, I'll smoke any day. Trish says.
Mhm.
Debbie says, took me 5 years to get DXD. What is that, honey? What is DXD?
Oh, totally, Ricky. Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. I think that more people should be doing these interviews and chats.
Mm-hmm.
They're fun. It's like sitting across from somebody you've been wanting to talk to for like ages and having a conversation.
Oh wow. Have they done MRI, Yvette? Yvette, did they do a ERI MRI? Gosh darn, I can't talk. What is the most favorite was the favorite part of your practice?
Oh,
Um Shadow truth. The most favorite part of my practice, probably herbs. I love herbs. I love working with herbs. I love the earthy scent. I want to touch them and smell them and love them because I love the herbs. And usually, if I'm going to work with herbs, I'm probably also going to be working with candle magic, because I like to mix the two of them. And if you've watched my channel, I know you see that a lot, that I use candles and herbs because I use the fire element and the energy of the fire and the earthiness of the herbs. And that's what I love most, in my practice, is being able to use the herbs. I love the smell. I love the feel. I like what they do. Um, even the herbs you can't take internally, they're poisonous. I work with those also. You just need to be careful and wear gloves. Okay, what is Hecate like? Am I missing anything else? No.
see, I'm not seeing this. Who's asking these questions? Are you further up?
I think I'm further down. Um, okay, for
Oh,
me,
okay.
all gods and goddesses for me are like thought forms that have been created over millennia. Um, I think mankind has created his own gods, and in doing that, they've put all of this energy into this god for millennia, worshiping and praying to, and so on. Um, Thank you so much, Shadow's Truth. So for me, I feel like that they are thought forms, they're energies, um, and that's what Hecate is to me. She is energy, and when I work with her, now don't get me wrong, thought forms, they do their own thing. We pretty much make them real. It's like a poltergeist that feeds off of energy and eventually becomes stronger and stronger and stronger. That's what these entities have done over the millennia. Um, for me, she came to me in a dream. Um, she also sent a doppelganger of my dog to me,
Oh,
um, while my dog was sitting beside me. Okay. Um, so because when I first got hurt, I couldn't go up and give her offerings like I'd been doing. And she sent a doppelganger of my dog. And I had my daughter go up that night and take her an offering. And I've never had it happen again, because when my daughter is over here, she goes up there and takes an offering for me. She makes sure there's water on the altar for me and that it's clean and fresh. And so, and she's not real picky about what you give her. I give her dried fruit a lot. Um, I have given her wine. Um, I've just kept water on her altar. Um, but she's kind of witchy with a B. Um, you you don't want she wants you to work with her, and she wants her offerings, guys. She wants the offerings. Um, yeah. You have to, if you decide to work with her, um, make sure that you are ready for a commitment. Make sure you are committed to doing it, and that no matter what. Also, I was going to move her altar downstairs so I could interact with her, but she doesn't want me moving her altar. Um, I was going to do it. I started, moving stuff off of it, and I got just a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach, and I set it down and moved away. And she does not want her altar downstairs. She does not want to be moved. I do not know why. But you will see in my earlier videos how my altar is set up, my altar. I think I think she don't want to move because we would have to share. She would have to share space with my ancestor altar and my servitor and all that. I just don't think she's having it.
I haven't, that's not something that I've really done yet, but I have,
Oh,
I think, been more called to like Danu, but
to work with, and she's not as mean.
oh my God, I forgot to say that I have been prescribed the oil, so I get it legally from the state dispensary. So you're not getting it on the black market, Debbie. Eggs, dates, figs, nuts, garlic,
Hi, John.
granite. There are tons. And she's talking about things that you can offer,
Hmm.
offerings.
Yep,
Thank you. I just started with her last night. Okay. You'll have to let us know how that goes, Trish.
yep.
Have you ever seen or felt a spirit? So Chloe's asking if you've ever seen or felt a spirit.
Oh yes. Um, I don't know if I'm haunted or my houses have been haunted, but every house I've lived in except for one was haunted. Um, I have a old lady that is a spirit in my home. Um, and she comes and goes as she pleases, pretty much. I'm not sure if she's residual. Well, I don't think she's residual because I asked her to stop walking up and down the hall. It was scaring my daughter upstairs, and it stopped. Yes, I can sense them.
Slowly's like on the other side of the gate, just like, oh. Can you smell spirits? She asks.
Um, no, I've never been. I've never smelled a spirit or um I've heard of people, like smelling their grandma's perfume or their dad's cologne, but I have never smelled a spirit or anything like that. No.
I had someone just comment on uh, one of the psychic Claire videos. You know, one of the psychic 8 Claires or whatever, that
Yeah.
they could smell demons when demons were around.
Oh, wow.
like rotting flesh kind of smell. Yeah.
Um, Now we have had that when we were getting a lot of poltergeist activity. Before I started saging the house, but
And the smell of sulfur too, right?
uh, it no, it kind of smells like rotten meat.
Rotten meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Johnny, how is it that you are getting a package from Amazon and it's a surprise package? Did someone buy something for you or did you buy like something that's supposed to be like you buy them as a surprise? How's that work?
I get my supplies online. What I can't get here physically, I'll buy it online. Or I'll go to natural grocers when I am able to get out. Takes a lot for me to be able to get out. So I go to natural grocers and pick stuff there also. Like
Okay, sorry. All
no.
right. Does anyone else have any other questions? If not, we will close this up for the evening. That's a good spirit, Shadow. What's that? I have smelled sulfur in my house. Yeah. I have heard that sulfur is also a sign of um, paranormal activity.
I have two. Who was smelling sulfur?
Trish.
Oh wow.
And Darlene says, sometimes I get a very strong smell of flowers for years for no reason at all.
I'm
That sounds
sorry.
like somebody.
My daughter called. I have to get off here.
All right, sweetie. Well, thank you
Bye.
so much, honey.
Oh, thank you for having me. Really, I enjoyed it so much.
Thank you,
Bye, you
everyone, for
guys.
coming.
Thank you for coming.
Have a great night, everyone.